Welcome everybody to a look at the final film in the Strange New Worlds science fiction and DEFA box set from Eureka. So the final film is 1976's In the Dust of the Stars. So this is directed by Gottfried Kolditz, who also did Signals of Space Adventure, the second film in this box set. It's a science fiction film clocking in at 96 minutes long, making it the longest out of the box set in total. And yeah, a radio signal requesting help attracts a team of astronauts to a mysterious planet. Once there, they are warmly welcomed by an alien race, but are soon suspicious of what is really occurring on this strange land. So, fortunately, I've not seen anything else from the cast before, but this is a much more straightforward effort as far as the depth of sci-fi films go in this box set. While any mystery element to it is hardly surprising, but that said, it has some truly odd moments that make this far from boring, including a couple of scenes with snakes and dancing and strange music, really. And the general plot is also still engaging enough. The production quality I've become used to with these films is also there, but not quite to the same degree. There are some miniatures and stuff, but for the most part, because this film is set on a planet and not in space, it's mostly just you know typical you know on location shooting and not miniatures and sets for the most part, quite frankly. So yeah, that was a little bit disappointing, but the quality is still there when they do pop up. That said, the cast is also good. The pacing is on point. It is well shot, has a decent amount of action, and having a crew predominantly made up of women does set this apart from similar efforts. And yeah, the leader of the astronauts is also a woman as well, as you can see on the front cover. So yeah, that does certainly help set it apart. And they are just as capable as the men in this release, which is also nice to see. So yeah, on the whole, a fairly solid effort. Like I said, it's a lot more straightforward than the previous three films. It's not quite as thematically rich, I'd say, either. Although there are elements that are quite dark. There's a torture scene, for instance, and there is the theme of slavery and overcoming your oppressors and such, which is noteworthy in it of itself. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, it's a lot more simple, a lot more straightforward, but no less enjoyable, to be honest. And again, like the previous film, gets a 4 out of 5, and that matches the first film as well. Although I would say it's my third favorite of the four in this box set. So yeah, but with this film, we've got a new audio commentary by Roland Mann and presented by David Melville Wingrove, which is just the same with the three other films. We've also got Mark's Attacks, new video essay by Daniel Jonah Wolpert on the dust on In the Dust of the Stars. Then we've got Dusting Off After 30 Years, archival interview with Peter Suring, director of photography on In the Dust of the Stars. So I imagine that was around 2006 that would have been done. And yeah, this has had a what have we got? 2K scan from the original 35mm camera negative, and yeah, picture quality is really rather good, as well as the sound quality on top of that, which has been particular when it comes to the strange music that is used at some point, which isn't particularly enjoyable, but at least it isn't jarring in terms of the sound quality. And there are extras on this release that I haven't gone through that aren't specific to any one film, and yeah, but this also has an original theatrical trailer, which I just forgot. So yeah, extras that aren't specific to any film included The Robot by Klaus Georgi from 1968, and that's an animated short that's produced by the DEFA Studio for Animation Film. Another one done by them was Yana and the Little Star by Crystal Weimer from 1971. Then you got Love 2002 by Joachim Hellwig from 1972. That's a documentary short on the future of love in East Germany, which was produced by the DEFA Studio for newsreels and documentary films. Then you've also got Blast Off, a new interview with science fiction scholar Mark Bold, and then Red Skies, new interview with Soviet cinema expert Claire Knight. So yeah, I am looking forward to delving into them. I do kind of like my short films as well sometimes. Easy to digest, and you do sometimes get something out of them. So yeah, this box set's overall been rather impressive. I was a little bit worried after seeing the second film and not enjoying it anywhere near as much as the first, but it definitely picked up with the third and fourth films in this box set. So yeah, overall the box set's going to get a 4 out of 5. I know the second film only got 3 out of 5, but the consistency of the third and fourth films means that yeah, the box set on the whole did manage to drag its way out of that 3 out of 5 film, to be honest. So yeah, and at the end of the day, the actual physical aspect of this release is really good. Love the box artwork, and I love the artwork for most of the films as well. and you got the booklet and all of the extras on there as well. And even though the restoration for the second film, Signals of Space Adventure, was a little bit disappointing, especially when it came to the sound, which for whatever reason the 5.1 audio was atrocious. I'm not sure again if anyone else has had the same issues I've had, but yeah, like I said in that review, half the time, well, a lot of the time when it came to conversations between two or more people, one side of the conversation will be entirely, well, barely audible, and the rest of it will be normal in terms of the audio quality. So yeah, and like I said, when reviewing that film, that's all well and good when the subtitles are there and everyone who's speaking is on the screen at the same time. But when it comes to all of the times that it's being talked about over the radio, it's hard to determine who is speaking on the other side of the radio when it's not made obvious. So yeah, that's the only real disappointment with this release in terms of the restorations and the physical presentation of the films. So, but yeah, on the whole, a really really good box set, and yeah, one of my favorite releases in terms of box sets so far this year. So yeah, but if you have seen In the Dust of the Stars, then I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.